Okay, so let's talk about one of the most expensive and time-consuming challenges in all of modern science, creating new medicines. For decades, the process has been stuck in the slow lane. But that's all about to change, thanks to AI.
First, let's just wrap our heads around the problem. On average, it takes 12 years. 12 years! From the first idea in a lab to a pill you can actually get from a pharmacy. I mean, think about it. A kid could go from first grade all the way through high school graduation in the time it takes to develop just one new medicine.
In the price tag for that 12-year journey, we're talking over $2 billion. That's the average cost for a single successful drug. It's just an absolutely staggering amount of money. But here's the part that's truly brutal for everyone involved, from scientists to patients. After all that time, after all that money, a whopping 9 out of every 10 drugs that make it to human clinical trials will fail. They either don't work, or even worse, they turn out to be harmful.
So what's going on here? Why is it so hard? There's actually a name for this trend in the pharmaceutical world, and it perfectly sums up the problem we're facing.
It's called Eroom's Law. And yep, that's literally Moore's Law, spelled backward. You know how we expect our computers and phones to get exponentially faster and cheaper? Well, Eroom's Law points out that drug development has been doing the complete opposite. It's been getting slower and more expensive over time.
So why? Why has it been so incredibly slow and costly? Well, the traditional process, what scientists call the wet lab approach, is basically a huge, incredibly high-stakes game of guess and check.
You can break it down into 3 massive phases. First, you have to find the right protein in the body that's causing the disease. Think of that as the lock. Then you have to screen, literally screen hundreds of thousands of different compounds to find one that fits into that lock. That's your key. And even if you find a key that works, you might spend years more just tweaking it to get rid of nasty side effects. Removing the poison.
And to give you a sense of just how hard it is to find that key, listen to this analogy. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. If that haystack were the size of an entire galaxy, the number of possible molecules out there is almost impossible to comprehend.
But this is where the whole paradigm is shifting. The old way, the wet lab, was all about guessing and checking. The new way, which happens in silico, that's just a fancy way of saying on a computer, is all about designing and predicting before you ever touch a single test tube.
And this, of course, is where AI comes into the picture. And it's not just another new tool, no, it's a total game changer, because it's tackling each of those bottlenecks with 3 huge technological leaps.
So how's it doing it? Well, first, it lets us actually see the lock in super high definition with tools like AlphaFold 3. Second, instead of just finding a key, it designs a perfect one from scratch using generative AI. And third, it runs virtual safety tests to weed out the bad ideas almost instantly.
Okay, let's break that first one down. Just figuring out the 3D shape of a protein, the lock, used to take years of painstaking lab work. Now, AI models like AlphaFold 3 can predict that structure with amazing accuracy in a matter of minutes. It's like going from a blurry, hand-drawn sketch to a perfect 3D blueprint.
All right, next up, that second leap. Instead of searching through that galaxy-sized haystack for a key that already exists, we can now use generative AI. Yeah, the same kind of technology that makes those crazy images from text prompts can now design a brand new molecule from the ground up, a perfect key custom-built for our specific lock. And finally, we have the virtual safety filter. So before a single chemical is even mixed, AI can predict how a potential drug will act inside the human body, everything from how it gets absorbed to whether it's toxic. This lets researchers spot the dangerous or useless candidates in the very first week, not 7 years down the road.
Now, all of this sounds great in theory, right? But is it actually working in the real world? The answer is a resounding yes. The proof is showing up right now, with companies demonstrating these radically compressed timelines from computer code to actual clinical trials.
Let's take a look at in silico medicine. They developed a drug for pretty nasty lung disease called fibrosis, and they took it from the initial idea all the way to phase 2 human trials in under 30 months. To put that in perspective, the old process would have taken at least 6 years just to get to that same point.
And the overall impact here is just staggering. Look at these numbers. Target discovery, which used to take 3 to 5 years, is now down to about a year. Lead optimization slashed from 5 years to just 1. When you add it all up, the time it takes to get a drug ready for human trials is being crushed from around a decade down to about 2.5 years.
And this isn't some isolated fluke. Another company, Exentia, got a drug for OCD into trials in just 12 months. AI is even being used to make the clinical trials themselves faster. With over 170 AI-designed drugs in the pipeline right now, it's pretty clear this is a massive shift happening across the entire industry.
So, if AI is this powerful, why aren't we curing a new disease every week? Well, this is the reality check. The truth is the bottleneck hasn't just vanished. It's simply shifted to a new part of the process.
It all comes down to a classic old saying from the world of computer science: garbage in, garbage out. These AI models, they're incredibly powerful for sure, but their predictions are only ever as good as the data you feed them.
So that means the new challenge isn't about computing power anymore, it's about data quality. Real-world biological data from labs is notoriously messy, it's inconsistent, and it's often locked away in totally separate systems. Cleaning and organizing all that data is now the hardest part of the job.
And at the end of the day, we have to remember AI can't replace everything. Regulators like the FDA still require, and for very good reason, rigorous testing in actual human beings to prove a drug is both safe and effective. The goal isn't to skip the lab, it's to make sure that only the absolute best, most promising candidates ever make it that far.
So, that 12-year timeline for discovering a new drug, it's officially on the clock. AI is compressing a decade of work into just a couple of years. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. If we can innovate this much faster, should the old economic rules of the game, like the 20-year patent, change right along with it?